Hello everyone and welcome to Project Ozone 3 Mythic Mode, Episode 5. Today we have quite a bit to be getting on with. I want to make some progress towards getting an ME controller, and now that Lawcraft's out of the way, we have more options, so let's get started. So for reference, this is the recipe for an ME controller. We need to get a bit into mechanism, which basically just means getting into PneumaticCraft. We also need to get into PneumaticCraft for printed circuit boards. We also need a bit of blood magic for crystal clusters, and to get them we also need to get into astral sorcery. So basically 3 mods: PneumaticCraft, astral sorcery and blood magic. And I think today we will start off with PneumaticCraft being my least favourite of the 3, but I feel less bad about it than I used to. So, you know, that's always a good sign. Right, watch this be wrong, but I have a feeling that I can chuck my iron down on the floor, and instead of using TNT, I can use a creeper statue and get tons of compressed iron. That's probably not quite all of it back. Thank you, creeper trophy. But that's how we will get our compressed iron to start PneumaticCraft. And mainly just because I can make it, I'm going to make myself an item life upgrade, which basically means that when we put items in our pressurized chamber, they won't despawn. Now, to properly start, we are going to need some pressurized tubes. So let me just make a bunch. There we go. That's quite a lot. I'm also going to make myself a safety tube module, which basically vents when the air pressure is too high. At the moment, I think it is a confusing thing. So I'd rather it void about 5. So I'm not quite sure what redstone setting that would be. I'll have to do some maths. I've gone ahead and made myself 2 more simple alloy smelters because I want a normal alloy smelter. To make an air compressor, we need advanced plating, which requires tough alloy, which we can basically just do in a smeltery, so that's not really an issue. You can also do it in an alloy furnace, but that would need an enhanced alloy smelter, and I can't bother to do that quite at this point. But basically we also need Enderium, and it will just be a lot faster if we have a proper alloy smelter to do that in. So what we need now is the industrial dye blend, which is just some bits and bobs, mostly these organic dyes, which are the annoying part, as well as some dark bimetal gears, which are a little expensive but nothing that we can't afford, and an apothecary cauldron, which is just a really weird recipe, to be quite honest. Here is our industrial dye blend, and I just need to chuck our final machine chassis into the alloy smelter with that, and it will cook up into a industrial machine chassis. We aren't doing amazing on power. I do need to add some more solar panels, probably as fast as possible, but we'll see. There we go. Okay, let's start with 2 infinity bimetal gears. And just to prepare ourselves for when we inevitably make our alloy smelter, let me make some basic capacitors. And I've made 4 so that I can eventually upgrade them to the octactic, which is the best one that we can do at the moment. But I want to wait until this is upgraded before we start making any more alloys, because the few that I have made here have just been incredibly slow and painful, and I'd like to limit the amount I need to make in this awful alloy smelter as soon as possible. So now we can upgrade some of these to energetic and whatever, vivid and vibrant. That's what I want. So it's a bit different. It's not just the ender pearl. You also need a corresponding color of nether tinker ore, so either ardite or cobalt, and this will also take quite a while. And I think I've just realised I haven't made enough. Oh dear. And while I'm waiting, we will make ourselves an apothecary cauldron. Mostly out of stuff on the mob farm, so that wasn't too difficult. Goodness me, this does take a long time. That's not even enough. Oh, painful. Also, while I'm waiting, I'm just setting up a little bonsai tree farm over here just to get some more logs. Well, that was very unproductive. Okay, so here is another project that I want to begin right now, because I think I'll thank myself in several months. Firstly, I'm not going to do anything because I need a string mesh. Okay, I'm back with a string mesh, which I have just enchanted, because why not? And we are going... Flint mesh. Right. Palaver over. Tainted soil on the flint enchanted mesh. We will do all of them. And we get saplings. Did I get what I wanted? I didn't get what I wanted. Okay, well, that's just wonderful. Let me make some more witch water. I put some more dirt underneath to see if more mycelium speeds it up. I think I am correct because it was very slow before. Typical. Of course, I just didn't get the one I wanted. Now, I could be wrong, but I did look in the nether for tainted soil and I couldn't find it, so I think I have to make it. If I can find it and I've just missed that, I apologize for this, but I did have a look and I couldn't see it. Lo and behold, while my second project is in the works, my first original project is getting closer to completion. We can now make ourselves some vibrant bimetal gears and then some dark bimetal gears. And after that palaver, one alloy smelter. Lovely stuff, and this will hopefully be faster. Obviously it won't be that fast right now because we only have a basic capacitor in it, but once I've upgraded these a couple of times, we should be fine. I did some more sieving and we actually got what I wanted this time, so we don't actually need any more of the witch water. Let's go over to my pre-prepared section, and basically we are growing spectre saplings. And why are we growing spectre saplings? Well, a long time in the future we are going to need this Hana Ryocoium gear to be able to make ourselves siegtinite metal, which yeah, that's expensive. So yes, we need lots of end spectre coils, 13,000. So each one of those takes 4 spectre string, and the spectre coil before, which is another 4 spectre string, which is also a spectre ingot and more spectre string, and each spectre string is 4 ectoplasm. So basically the plan is to put this on now, and very unlikely we will have enough by the time we get there, but I thought, you know, I'll probably expand this once we've got a few more saplings anyway. There's our first ectoplasm, yahoo! It gives you, I'm just storing all of the outputs, why not? Can I break this and get more saplings? No, maybe with a crook. So eventually we will have a massive setup for this to get as much ectoplasm as possible, but I thought we should just start it now because I know it will be annoying in the future. Okay, so this might not work. We might run out of power, but I'm going to see if we can, make our capacitors. Well, there's one. Oh, I've left the other one at home. Please bear with me. Okay, now we have 2 double layers. If I put 2 vibrant alloys on here and a glowstone, we will get our arctactic capacitor, and this we will have to automate properly in the future. I've also figured out what noise, it's the ambient that makes a terrible loud portal noise every time I go anywhere. And there we go. This should work a lot faster now, so that really helps for the enderium. To make enderium, we need some enderium base, which is basically lead, shiny, and ender pearls. I think I'm going a bit over the top here, but let's see if I can make, I better sleep because I think it's nighttime and the power will work then. I'll just make a bunch. You always need a bunch of stuff. And now look at the speed, which things are doing stuff. It's way faster. I've got this on input and output. Hopefully it just sort of, yeah, it will just eventually just output upwards, and then we'll put a bunch of sand in with it and we will get our enderium, and it's not draining the power, so that's good. I will need to work on getting stuff, make more solar panels. It's easier with A2, so I'm kind of trying to hold off till then, just because the way you have to make all the future solar panels, these photovoltaic cells are all nested crafts and they're kind of annoying to make by hand. And now I can chuck some sand in with our enderium base and we will get actual real life enderium, which is exactly what we want. I need a fair bit, I suppose. Can I just do the classic whacking? I mean, I don't need to, I've got a compactor. Oh, I can. That's nice to know. First off, we need to make 8 basic plating. Using our basic plating, I can turn it into advanced plating with our enderium plates and some tough alloy I made in the smelter. Now, if I'm not wrong, we should be able to turn those and some emerald furnaces into 8 air compressors, which I think is probably a good start. Mild annoyance. We are going to have to, in fact, make our alloy smelter right now, which requires an enhanced alloy smelter, which is quite a lot of just end steel. I haven't been to the end yet. Is it time for the end? We need to make an end cake, which means I need to make another cake. I don't think I've got a cake. I've got the nether cake. Can I convert you back into a usual cake? No. How did I make the cake? It was soy stuff. I made lots of soy milk and soy egg. And there is my end cake. I will pop to the hunting dimension to grab a couple of waystones as well. Right, I have my waystones, I have my shuriken. We shouldn't really need that much. Let's just put the cake down here. I made some more eyes of ender, but I don't think we really need them if I've got the waystones. So, oh, maybe I need one. Okay, now this is... Oh, we are right in the middle of the end. I assume we can fly here. We can. Okay, well this shouldn't be that big an issue, I don't think. Let me just go and kill all of our crystals, as you do. I don't know why I thought this might take a while. No, I hate when they don't go through. La la. Okay, well I'll go do this and then we'll be back to actually kill the dragon. Right, that's all the crystals. Now it's just this guy. Oh, I didn't bring any bottles. 1 minute, I'll go get some bottles so we can do dragon breath. I didn't have any experience because of the stupid glitch where you go to another dimension, so I died trying to get some off an enderman. That's fine, whatever. This is taking longer than I wanted just because I want more dragon breath. I've only got 19. Give me. She just won't shoot dragon breath. I don't know if it's because I'm flying and not on the floor or what. Do as I say, stupid dragon. Then she hits me, and then she sends the enderman after me. I actually even can't. I could literally kill her in a few hits, and instead I have to... Oh well, come on. Just give me some more breath to collect. Right, I've got half a stack. That'll do. That'll do. She's dead. Silly, silly. Give me my heart. Okay, well, we only really sort of came here for endstone. I did, the reason I bought 2 waystones is so I could have one for the end islands. Can I have this yet? Thank you. I might as well collect the XP from the floor, and let's hope the dragon egg doesn't fall into the portal like it did in Chroma. Whoa, what hit me? Aha, there we go. And that should be 1 dragon egg for me. Lovely stuff. Okay, well, I'll grab some endstone. Oh, green heart. Everything but this shader grab bag would be good. Lovely. Well, I'll go find the Ender Islands. I'll grab a pearl off one of these Ender Lilies and find... Yep, there it is. And yeah, I'll just grab some endstone. And now I have some endstone, I can continue trying to get the alloy furnace. So we need, to make one, we need 1 alloy smelter, which is 3 of these, so 6 simple powered furnaces. That should be 6 powered furnaces, 3 simple alloy smelters. And there's our alloy smelter. Another minor stumbling block. We actually do need a sag mill to continue, but they're a lot cheaper than alloy smelter, so it shouldn't be too difficult. Here is my sag mill, and here is our actual sag mill. I will go and make an octactic capacitor for that as well. Okay, so I've made a sag mill. Now we need to make our pulsating crystals. They will go into our sag mill over here, and we will get grains of piezoality. And now if I come back to where I was storing all the stuff temporarily while I was doing other things, we can now make ourselves some enchanted or enhanced dye blend, which if I take my end steel chassis, which I also just made, I can never remember which direction this is in. We're making pulsating iron. I'll just skip that for a second so I can make that. There we go. There's our enhanced machine chassis. And let's see what else we are missing. So, should be just the end steel and then some silver, some energetic silver. Whoops, come back. And that should be 1 enhanced alloy smelter. And after that, there we go, 1 alloy furnace, which will work really slowly. The speed upgrades are cheap, but they are very, very expensive on power, from what I remember anyway. So I think we'll just use it on base operation until I sort out our solar panel issue in the future. So let me just go and hook this up. So I have made the executive decision to make some tier 7 solar panels, and we could actually just about make them. By just about, we actually did. They're all made. Woohoo. So let me head up to the roof and we will stick them up. Apart from it is nighttime, which is never a good time for it to be. Now, we had 4 ones that made 32 FE per tick. These ones make like 8,000 a tick each. So let me put in some efficiency upgrades into both. There we go. Yes, we can only put that many in, and I'll put some transfer rate upgrades in just so they can do that easily. We are now making about 32,000 FE per tick between the 2 solar panels, which is way more than we were making. I am going to also charge the staff of traveling so I can get onto the roof a bit more easily. But there we go. That should be power sorted out for the foreseeable. There we go. That helps a lot. It does. well, that should do the 100 goes. So yes, there we go. It was worth doing that because the alloy smelter or furnace or whatever was not running very fast. Did I actually make anything? I don't know. I've been doing this for a little while and forgot what I was doing. Okay, found what I was doing. And now that we have actual power, I can stick these in. And yes, it is slow. You could probably make a couple speed upgrades. I don't think it would be a big deal, but we can actually run this thing now, which is always good. How much it takes? It's still 400 RF per tick, which is quite a lot really for a machine. But obviously it was way more than it was way more than we were making before, so really I had to make a better thing. Let me see, speed, and let me try and make a couple of the NuclearCraft speed and energy upgrades. I mean, to be fair, I can make a stack of each fairly easily, apart from the obsidian. I mean, that just in terms of having to crush it, that's all. It's not difficult. Oh, it's pretty fast as well. That's all right then. Yeah, maybe I'll just do a stack of each. One stack of speed upgrades. Okay, now one energy a stack of energy upgrades. Yes. That doesn't do anything until I put speed upgrades in. Wow, that is a lot of power. That's still a lot of power. That's suitable for now, maybe. Nope, too much. It's too much, and just not quite enough. Speedy. NuclearCraft is the best when you have a ton of power, because the machines are actually really, really fast, as we've seen in MeatballCraft. However, it is very rare that you actually have. How much is that without the energy? Oh my God. Remember, the energy speed has to be equivalent. Can we do 6? No. 5? Yes. 5 we can have. That's still quite a lot of RF per tick, but whatever. We are making extreme alloys because we need to make pressure chamber stuff, and it requires alloys. Do I need to do the windows for the quest? Where are we? Yes, that's a bit boring. That's fine. We can actually do that. Just would rather not. Okay, we should be able to make ourselves some pressure chamber glass. I just need some of my compressed iron, which I've hidden over here. We're only going to make 16 mainly for the quest because it requires stuff that I don't want to have to make a lot of. Can I make any of this? Oh yes, we do need some more advanced plating. That's a little annoying, but not impossible to do, so it's fine. But there are some pressure chamber things. We do need now 4 more advanced plating. I should have some tough alloy left. Yes, not very much. It's annoying because it only makes 4. And it's nicer. What am I saying? Basically, it turns some of these... 4 of these, 4 enderium and 4 tough alloy go into 1 plate, so it's quite expensive. So it's, yeah, not the cheapest task in the world, but that should be a few more. Lovely stuff. And I'm just waiting on a tiny bit more of this. I think we've probably got enough, to be honest, though. Okay, now we should be able to make 2 valves, 1 for in, 1 for out, and a pressure chamber valve. Yes, perfect. I'm not sure if this is quite enough. I will build it. I'm not quite sure where to have this. I mean, we could have it in here. Don't see why not. And here is my sort of odd little pressure chamber. Not sure why it looks funny on the back. I don't know if I'm only meant to have 1 valve or not, but it made 4. I guess I will connect up our thingies, whatever they're called. Guess we don't need that one. Our pressure pump things. Air compressors. I will connect the air compressors. I'll probably make some coal blocks to put in them instead. I've made this, it's 5x5, which is the largest, because we just had the stuff for it. I normally don't bother, but I mean, seeing as we did have the stuff for it, I thought, why not? So, yep, there we go. Jobs are good, and we just now need to fill it up with air pressure, and then we should be able to start crafting lovely pressurized items and such, and as well as doing other things, you know, classic PneumaticCraft stuff. I'm completely unsure how this works, but I've got a potentiometer on 5, so it's emitting a redstone signal of 5. It says the threshold's still 7.5, but it doesn't change if it says I've not applied any redstone, mind you, so I don't know if I've done it wrong. It's connected though, so it makes me think I have done it right. Who knows? Let's just hope we don't explode everything. That would be sad. And now I have enough blocks. I'm going to put half of them in each. And to be fair, I think I'm just going to sort of leave this to build up pressure. just for a little bit. Because there's something else that we could probably do with working on. We might run out of coal doing it like this. It was fine in chroma. We'll see. It will take quite a while for the pressure to go up just because how big that is. Hopefully this doesn't start voiding it too early. We'll see. So one of the big parts of PneumaticCraft in this pack is the capacitor and the transistor, which is, I guess, in a lot of things. However, they have a horrific recipe. The capacitor requires a melodic capacitor, and the transistor requires, well, this is slightly cheaper, but it requires energized capacitors. So yeah, these are sort of, before you get the mechanical empowerer, the only way to do it is through the normal empowerer. So that's quite a big sort of rabbit hole to go through. And it's nice if you can automate it as best you can. I've never actually really properly automated it very well, apart from just, auto crafting. I would like it, at least for now, just so we can chuck a bunch of items into a chest and take out the capacitors. Actually, Additions has a nice system for this, using item lasers. I've never used them. I know Anti-Axolotl loves them. I'm unsure what the advanced... white and blacklist. So we're going to need some advanced item lasers, which are a bit more expensive. Oh yes, I forgot they have a horrible recipe for advanced coils in this pack. It's fine, we'll figure it out. I will need some more normal quartz. I'm quite out of quartz at the moment. But yes, I'm going to craft a bunch of these first, and then figure out how many empowerers I want. So I've realised we have actually unlocked the cheaper recipe for red alloy, which is very good actually, because I need quite a bit of red alloy coming up. I might get some conduits to input from the top and output to the right or something, and get a couple of conduits and chests. That's probably the best way to do it. But yes, it's now 1 osmium and 2 redstone rather than 8 redstone and 1 iron, which was incredibly expensive. Eventually it won't really matter because redstone will literally be completely infinite at some point. So it's not like a big deal, but we want to be as efficient as possible at this stage. Oh yes, I forget in this pack you don't have to you just click extract instead of opening this funny little menu. There we go. So now we should, oh dear. I thought output. Stop outputting things you don't. Silly. Why would it do such a thing? Oh dear, we're running out. It's because it's nighttime, isn't it? It's nighttime. How much is an item filter? Item basic. Oh, cheap as anything. And because it's always good to, I'm just going to batch a bunch of it. And let's have a check-in on our ectoplasm. We already have 20 stacks, which is very nice. And we also, we got tons of saplings if we ever wanted to increase this. I do like spectre planks, apart from they're completely see-through and wouldn't be very good for building. I can imagine they would cause quite a lot of lag. And the reason I have made the farm this early is because I remember watching Lazer do Mythic mode, and or one of his series, and this was a massive issue. And I remember him just putting them everywhere. So I thought I'd just do it start early, because by the time we get there, I would imagine we'd have enough. You might not, but I'd imagine we would. I just need a little bit more red alloy, and we should be good to go. For some reason, I was having an issue with having too many speed upgrades in. Is that okay? Now we can have the normal amount of speed upgrades. Sometimes they seem to auto eject themselves. I am making a lot of advanced coils. I'm making 2 stacks of advanced coils. That's why I'm waiting for all of this stuff, because they're used in the item lasers and they are used in the advanced versions. So I thought if I'm making a stack, I'm going to need quite a lot of advanced coils for the sort of filtering and stuff like that. And really, I think the worst part about making these originally was, the red alloy, and also making this draw plate. And this has got quite a good durability. So we still got plenty. So I just wait for that, and then we should be good to go. Oh yeah, I need a bunch more to make blocks of redstone as well. That's fine. I think this is definitely worth the investment. While that's going, I'll see if I can figure out how many sort of empowerers I want for each thing. Welcome to a funny little small farm I have made. This small little farm basically allows me to, it should allow me to farm prismarine shards and various other things. I'm going to just make sure these can't go into the trash by putting these on blacklist. I know I don't have a prismarine shard. I should be able to make one. like so. You can hear the Guardians just then, so that just makes sure we don't accidentally void anything we don't want to. Lovely. So yes, basically Guardians can be farmed in an ocean biome. This is an ocean biome. There's a small mob farm. It's chunk loaded. It goes into an ender chest. We get prismarine crystals, shards, Guardian spikes, and Guardian scales, which are used basically for some other sorts of bits and bobs. So I thought it was worth just setting up a little farm here. It's not like we don't have loads of drops of evil, and there we go. I'm just going to leave this now. We don't really ever need to come back here again. This is chunk loaded. I can just head back this way home. Oh, explosions. There is one stack of advanced coils. I have a feeling this isn't actually working also. I needed them for these crystalline capacitors, prismarine crystals. It just doesn't seem to be getting very many, to be quite honest. Or any now I've left the area, but it's definitely chunk loaded, so I don't really understand why not, but whatever. Here's another stack of advanced coils. Right, goodness me, that did take a while. We now have, oh no, I've put one down so it doesn't have the same MBT, but whatever. We have 2 stacks of advanced item lasers. I've got a couple of item interfaces hanging about, and over here we have lots of non-powered empowerers. 27. We have the capacity for 27 recipes, which honestly is quite a lot. I do need the laser wrench. Yes. So yeah, well, not all of the recipes are going to be within an empowerer because, well, they're not crafted in an empowerer. So I need to connect these to power conduits, and then hook them up and do some filtering, I suppose. Right, I've gotten a bit distracted because I realised I can make better energy conduits now. So I want to make the ender energy conduits, which I think is just the highest apart from like the vanilla conduits. So I would like them. We can make them. I'm just making some alloys. So I've made the crude. I'm making some iron alloy right now. So while we're doing that, I thought I'd make some bubbly heart canister things. Does this have to be a yellow heart? No, it could be any colour. Let's be expensive and use that one. Is there any glass over here still? There's lots of conduit binder. Yes, lovely. So we'll make ourselves a heart amulet to start with. So I need to make 40 relic apples, and this will let us make 40 red heart canisters, 10 of which will actually be just putting in here to wear. And right now I can only make 7 yellow heart canisters, so I guess that will do for hearts for now, but that's a few more than we had. I'll just leave everything else in here for the time being. Incredibly intriguing. We need conductive iron eventually, so I thought, oh, I'll make some, and then I put iron and redstone in. It didn't work because the recipe's been changed to have a red alloy, an iron, and a copper for one. However, I feel like this is unintentional, but who cares? If we take a look at our Tinker's recipe, a bit of destabilized redstone and a bit of iron gets us molten conductive iron. We do not, in fact, need to melt any red alloy at all. Oh dear, I did the perfect ratios and then forgot there was some coal left in here, so we've got a bit of steel. No issue, I'm sure it's not. I think probably 4. I mean, 8 stacks was a bit much, maybe, don't know. Unsure. Maybe it's not enough. We'll see. So yeah, I thought I'd made conductive iron before and I didn't remember using the expensive recipe, so I was evidently quite correct, and the only problem with this is it takes quite a while for everything to melt. I should probably at some point just chuck a bunch of cobblestone in here so that I can have some seared bricks, which is the only way to craft them is via this way, which is what I expected, but mildly irritating. So it's been a bit of time later. It's in fact actually the next day for me. I've finally got some ender energy conduits. I'm just making up some more vibrant alloy at the moment after sieving a lot of netherrack for ardite and cobalt. And I've set up all the lasers. It looks cool. I don't know if I had to connect them all to this main guy or not. We have the programmed in recipe for the double layer capacitor, and I have the ingredients for it. So I'm going to see if it works. Not sure. Oh, no, it is working. It is working because that's gone down. Okay, that's cool. Are we getting it back? I don't think I've put an export filter on. I haven't. So now we have the double layered capacitors. I should be able to just put an export whitelist for all of these. Like so. Oh, I want it at the top corner because it's nice and neat then. And then once we've done that, this should work perfectly. Yes, there we go. Oh, I can just click Smart Whitelist. Is this because this has got whitelist? Yes, there we go. I figured it out. So now we can make 8 double layer capacitors at once, which is pretty fast and pretty cool. These are my ratios. I might have to change it. I've just put lines next to this because I've done it. So we're going to have 8 double, 4 octactic, and then 2 crystalline. And then we are going to have 4 for endogenic and 2 for energized. We'll need more crystalline than anything. Why have I chosen octadic, whatever it is, instead of energized to make crystalline? I don't know. I just prefer this way. I think yeah, it's the default way in my head. And also I sieve dust more than I sieve sand. So they're very almost speedy fast. We should have had all of them. Is that because they've not quite evenly layered themselves out? I think that's the issue. So I think I'm going to have to do like a priority sort of thing where it prioritizes like one input, then the next input, then the next input. Does that make sense? Because otherwise it would only work if everything's filled up. So like one would have the highest priority. So if you only put one in, it would all go to that one. There should be some coal in one of these. Maybe I got it out already. Oh no, there it is. There we go. But yes, I got 30 of the bunch I want. So it does work. And I'll get a compass and I will fiddle with the priorities. Right, all prioritized. This should be the highest, 100. Yes, that took a lot of clicking. Let's give it a test. So we want, I'm missing a basic capacitor. Oh, it'll be in here somewhere. It'll be in here somewhere. Aha, found them. There were 2. Must have, yes, I definitely made an extra one. So we want this, insert, and it should return 2 if my filtering has been correct. Yes, perfect. So basically we go, where's my compass? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then exactly the same pattern in the same one. So the top left is always 1, the top right is always 3. This one is 10 to 18, and this is 19 to 27. Just thought it'd be easier rather than repeating numbers, even if it took a little bit more clicking. And now we should be able to make individual items as well as multiple. So there's our double layer capacitors. I can now program in 4 of these to do octadic capacitors. Crystalline, well, I don't know if I mentioned, the Prismarine farm doesn't really work. I don't really know why. It's chunk loaded. I just don't know. I don't know if you have to be near a guardian for them to spawn or not. So that's a little annoying. I don't know how to make these. Grains of piesality. That's quite expensive. Obviously, we'll be able to automate the empowered diamantine crystals. Oh, maybe I'll put that in the middle of this instead, and then start the crystalline and octactic over there. That would probably be useful. We are a bit low on diamonds as per, so I should probably do a little bit of gravel sieving for that. But you know, it's already one part of the problem is solved. So it's really just me doing a bit. I can do some filtering for these at the very least, if not actually being able to make. Well, I should actually be able to make bunch actually because we've got tons of vibrant alloy now. Some of it I will need to use for the cables because I don't actually have enough, so I need to make some more of these. There we go. That actually should be enough to fill the rest of the room. It takes a lot of cables because you have to like hook up wires to... Oh, I think I've put too many wires on because you don't need to power the middle thing, I don't think, do you? No. So actually I can get rid of a few of these cables. That's like 4 saving. That's massive savings. I've also not broken the floor for them either. Really, I'm just, you know, this took me a while, but I fully believe this is incredibly pointful and I have no regrets whatsoever. This is like a necessary evil for this pack. Plus, I think it looks cool, actually. I've given it a single test so I could filter it, but let's just quickly do some octactic capacitors. That seems to all be working correctly. It had an issue when I put them in and it wasn't working, but this time it seems completely fine. Apart from, okay, yeah, I haven't filtered the whitelist out for some of these. That's fine. There we go. I know I don't really have to do that. I can just blacklist the glowstone, but right, it seems to all be working fine. We should have 15 when we're done. This one isn't working. Why not? Confused. Is it because I didn't have... How many have we got? For some reason, we're either missing stuff. Well, yeah, that should be there. That should be there. There should be a I think maybe I didn't have enough. No, there's a capacitor there, and there should be a capacitor here, but there's not. Was I? Oh, see, this confuses me a little bit sometimes. I don't know where this other capacitor is. Oh, it's here. Right, so it's not like 100% perfect. It would be better if it was. Did that not go where it should either? It should go here. It's gone there instead. Right, well, that's a bit odd. It mostly works. I think I've got all the priorities right, so it should really. I don't know why it's prioritizing these. I mean, no, I think I know what went wrong. It should be fine if we do it properly, but there we go. 16. To prepare for our crystal tine, I've got some diamond blocks. Oops, it's not diamond blocks that we want. It's diamanic or whatever diamantine. That was a silly mistake. Let me turn this off. Right, there we go. We are now making empowered diamantine. I will collect it, put it in our output or whatever, and now we are making empowered diamantine so that we can make ourselves some crystalline capacitors and stuff like that. I will need a lot more energetic alloy, to be quite honest with you, which means a lot more electrum, but that's fine. We should have plenty of everything because I've just done so much sieving, so we should have enough to make a bunch of electrum. It's just going to take a little while because this thing is slow. I guess once we have the crystalline capacitor, it'll be better because then I can put one in here as well instead of just there we go. And there we go. We're cooking electrum. And with my lasers all set up, ready to make us capacitors, I think it's a good time to end today's episode. This was a lot of work, but I'm so pleased with it. This is the coolest thing ever. Anyway, thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one.